Upon its entry into service in 2007, the Airbus A380 quickly became one of the most iconic and widely recognizable aircraft in the industry. A manifestation of some of the greatest innovations in science and engineering, it became the first and only true commercial double-decker aircraft, and thus changed the way we look at air travel. And now that it's been operating for over 12 years, it has built up an enduring legacy, not only as a technological marvel, but also as an economic failure. You see, the problem is that the A380 was doomed to begin with. Airbus's decision to build the aircraft was built upon the predication that the airline industry would be based on a so-called hub-to-hub business model. This essentially meant that long-haul, high-volume routes would be primarily operated by the A380, with medium-haul routes operated by medium-sized aircraft, 767s, A330s, and so on, and short-haul aircraft feeding into these hubs from various smaller airports. Now granted, it wasn't an entirely horrible idea, and at the time, it actually made quite a bit of sense. The Boeing 747 was a widely successful plane, and airlines around the world used it for exactly this purpose, long-haul, hub-to-hub routes. Extended range versions of the 777 had not yet gone into service, making the 747 and A340 the two longest range jets, both of which operate on 4 engines. And so Airbus designed the A380, confident in their belief that this is where the industry was headed. Unfortunately, they could not have been more wrong. As has become quite evident, the airline industry has quickly transitioned to a more point-to-point model, with many airlines flying to their destination without going through a major hub. This has been further promoted by newer aircraft such as the 787 and A350, both of which work perfectly with this new model due to their higher efficiency and lower passenger numbers. Comparatively speaking, the A380 is just too dependent on the more traditional hub-to-hub system, and therefore cannot compete effectively. Aside from this, the aircraft has also been plagued with various issues in regards to its operating economics. A common saying is that while the aircraft may be easy to fill in the summer, it's nearly impossible to do so in the winter. This in a sense is quite true, as the airline industry is not consistent year-round, and does contain many peaks and valleys throughout the year. While a route such as JFK to Munich might be quite successful in the summer, in the winter it does not even stand a chance. However, that's not to say that the A380 fails in all aspects. One advantage of the A380 is that it has excellent seat mile economics, with its unit costs being some of the best in the history of commercial aviation. This essentially means that when the aircraft is full, it becomes very profitable. This is why airlines such as Emirates manage to effectively operate the A380, because they have that demand to constantly fill it. But of course, such unit costs are useless unless you can actually fill the plane, so the aircraft only makes sense for a select number of airlines. However, I think a major underlying cause for the A380's failure was its timing. While the 747 was extremely successful back in the day, the A380 was not so much because of its release during a time where demand for jumbo jets was diminishing. Had the A380 been released during the time of the 747, I would wager that it would have seen a lot more success. So with that, let me know what you guys think of the A380. Do you believe that it has been a failure, or would you say otherwise? Let me know in the comments section below. Anyhow, that's it from me. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all very soon.